Making sure history is not lost. That's what historic preservationists are trying to do right now after work crews last week found fragments of human remains on the construction site of the new 11 Park.
13 News reporter Emily Longnecker explains the important history of the area and what preservationists would like to see happen next. That's pretty shocking to a discovery there.
Yeah, and ladies, this area comes with quite a history. It was the site of the Diamond Chain Company for more than 100 years, most recently. And in the 1800s, the land was part of a cemetery where some of Indianapolis's first settlers, black and white, were buried. Historic preservationists say their research shows the graves of some of those people are still in that ground. And last week's discovery of fragments of remains, now more evidence that they're right.
Right now, it's 25 acres of land near the White River and Kentucky Avenue, overgrown by weeds coming up through the concrete. Over the next few years, though, two major projects will overtake the now barren landscape. On the north side, construction has already started on a soccer stadium that will seat 20,000 people. 11 Park, as it's called by developer the Keystone Group, will include apartments, office and retail space, along with restaurants, hotels, and green space. On the west side, the city plans to build a new bridge over the White River, connecting the near west side to downtown. Historic preservationists say under the ground, though, are likely hundreds, maybe thousands of graves dating back to the early 1800s. Families who could afford to moved some of those graves more than 100 years ago to Crown Hill Cemetery.
While many people's remains were removed, many more were left there. So we're going to see these findings throughout this entire project.
Eunice Trotter is the director of Indiana Landmark's Black Heritage Preservation Program. She says the program recently brought in an archaeologist to study the area with ground-penetrating radar.
His bottom line on his report was that there be an archaeological excavation, and that's what we are wanting to see happen.
By law, when remains are found, construction work must stop in that spot and 100 feet around it until more precise digging can be done to see if more remains exist. The Keystone Group told 13 News in a statement the remains discovered last week will be properly cataloged and reinterred at the discretion of DNR.
Now, we reached out to the DNR to find out where they are in the process and have not yet heard back. The city also has a plan for the discovery of human remains when their construction begins on the Henry Street Bridge project, and they say that their plan goes above and beyond what's required by law when human remains are discovered. The construction on the bridge is set to begin in early 2024.
Oh, wow. It really just kind of poses a dilemma here.
Right.
What's the next best thing to do?
And this site has been many things over the years. Now this is the latest iteration of it, and finally historic preservationists are saying, hey, we need to take a look at what's under the ground
And do what's right.
Yeah.
So fascinating. Thank you, Emily.